Right. Good morning, students. Uh, let's discuss these questions I have sent you last week. Right. Right. First one, multiple choice questions, MCQ. ICT in education is mainly used for ICT in education is mainly used for e-commerce, e-learning, e-health, e-waste, recycling. ICT in education mainly used for what?
E-learning,
E-learning. Answer is B, e-learning. Right? Good. The use of ICT in healthcare to store patient details is known as the use of ICT in healthcare to store patients' details. Patients' details store කරනවා on ICT use කරලා healthcare industry එකේ කියන benefit එක, right? It is e-learning, e-health, e-commerce, e-banking.
e-health,
E-health, yes, good. It is e-health. As is e-health. Right? Third one, the exchange of goods and services through the internet is called, the exchange of goods and services through the internet is called e-commerce, e-governance, e-waste, e-learning.
e-governance,
E-governance, is it? Exchange goods and services. So normally, exchange goods and services means, so when we buy something online and when we purchase, when we pay online, we call it as e-commerce here, right? When we do transactions uh, with money, right? When we purchase something online, so we call it as e-commerce, not e-governance, right? It is e-commerce. අපි ඕනම දෙයක් online purchase කරනකොට online payment කරනකොට ඒක commercial purpose, that is commercial purpose, right? So that is called e-commerce, right? Not e-governance. What is the e-governance? E-governance means, so when government services provide by internet, that means when we want to register our vehicle or when we want to license our vehicle, we go to the government website and we do the license. And if you want to search something related to government, right? Government ministries, right? So those kind of services, when some foreigner wants to come to Sri Lanka, right? Then he wants to search for the places. What are the places in Sri Lanka? What are the beautiful places? What are the banks? What are the government institutes? Those kind of things he have to know before coming to Sri Lanka. So those kind of things he can get, those kind of information he can get from government website. That kind of service we call it as governance, e-governance. So the question number 3, the exchange of goods and services through internet is called e-commerce. E-commerce. Answer is e-commerce. Got it?
yes,
Right, good. Then next one, fourth one. Using ICT government services is referred to අන්න අපි එනවා using ICT government services. E-learning, e-commerce, e-governance. So that is e-governance. Using ICT government services, right? Any government service that we get from online, So that is called e-governance. E-governance. For the fourth one, answer is C, e-governance. So we get government services from the internet from the help of ICT, right? ඕනම රජයේ අපි සර්විස් එකක් ඔන්ලයින් ගන්න එකට අපි කියනවා e-governance, right? Fifth one, the gap between people who have access to ICT and those who do not is called, answer A, e-gap. B, social media divide. C, digital divide. D, technology bridge. What is the answer?
Digital divide.
Yes, others? Sandeepa, Dinara? The gap between people who have access to ICT and those who do not is called, yes, digital divide. So that means digitally divided. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ICT use කරන කට්ටිය ICT, because of ICT they have some facilities. They can access to internet, they can purchase from internet, they can find information from internet. But some people, those who don't have internet facility, those who don't have a computer, so they cannot access to that information. So we call it as those who do have ICT facility and those who don't have ICT facility. That is digital divide. So they are digitally divided. අපි ඒක කියනවා digital divide කියලා. Good. Right? Therefore, the answer is C, digital divide. The gap between people who have access to ICT and those who do not is called digital divide. Right? Sixth one. Which of the following is not an ICT related career? Right? Career එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ICT related job එකක්. Right? Career එකක් කියන්නේ ICT related job එකක්. Which of the following is not an ICT related career? Software engineer, database administrator, pilot, web developer. What is last? Yes. From these things, what is not an ICT related career? Yes. Only?
Database or pilot.
Yes, pilot. Why? Software engineer, directly IT related, because software engineer, the task is to build softwares, right? So it is IT related. Database administrator. What does the database mean? Then so when we go to the hospital, right? The reception take our details. What is your name? What is your age? What is your illness? Right? So those kind of data. What is your address? What is your telephone number? Those kind of things. The reception will ask from us. Right? Then she or he enter those details into the system. Right? Those details will be kept somewhere. ඒ විස්තර ටික කොහේ හරි කම්පියුටර් එකේ ස්ටෝර් කරනවා. අපි ඒකට කියනවා database එකක් කියලා. That is a database. Our details is in the hospital database. It is, so when we again go to the hospital, when we give our telephone number or our name, that past record is already there. It is saved in the database. And a database එක කෙලින්ම IT related. අපි database administrator කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා දැන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට database එක manage කරන්න. ඒ details manage කරන්න. Right? So therefore Database administrator it is a job related to ICT, right? Then keep the pilot. Then I go to web developer. What is the task of developer? Web developer's task is to create websites. He will create websites and maintain websites. අපි දැන් ඕනම වෙබ්සයිට් එකකට ගියාම ඒක create කරන කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා සහ maintain කරන කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. Right? We call it as a web developer. But pilot is using ICT, but it is not related to ICT job. It is not a IT related job. Pilot job is different task. It's normally bus driver his duty is to carefully drive the bus. The pilot job is to carefully drive the or fly the airplane. So this is not IT related, right? Then answer is C, pilot. What we got there is not an ICT related career. Answer is pilot. Right? Improper disposal of all computers and mobile phones creates improper disposal of all computers and mobile phones. Improper disposal කියන්නේ අපි ඒක කළමනාකරණයකින් තොරව අපි විසි කරනවා. අපි ඒක අයින් කරලා දානවා. Improper disposal, right? Of all computers and mobile phone creates organic waste, paper waste, e-waste, gas pollution. What is that? Improper disposal of all computers and mobile phone. What is organic waste, paper waste, e-waste, gas pollution? What is that? Yes. Sorry. E-waste. E-waste. E means simply electronic waste. Electronic waste means the ICT related equipments. It can be a computer, it can be a monitor, it can be a keyboard, mouse. Those kind of things is a waste unless we use it. Right? අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ භාවිතයෙන් ඉවත තමයි ඒක waste එකක් වෙනවා. That is a e-waste. That is a e-waste. Electronic waste. Right? That is electronic waste. So electronic waste is a big problem to society and big problem to environment because so there are harmful chemicals in that waste, right? So we discuss those things, right? Electronic waste. Next one. Which of the following contains harmful chemicals like mercury and lead? Which of the following contains harmful chemical like mercury and lead? We discuss those things in the which of, right? In e-waste, electronic waste, paper waste, plastic waste, food waste. Okay, it is in e-waste name. Harmful chemical is there, right? It is e-waste. Why? So let's say in computer there are circuit boards. Circuit boards are made from different kind of chemicals. There are lead, there are mercury, right? Once they exposed to the environment, right? That harmful chemical will be added to the environment, will be added to the soil, will be added to the water, will be added to the air, right? Then they will harmful to human, right? So therefore, which of the following contains harmful chemicals like mercury and lead? It is in e-waste. Right. It is in e-waste. Which of the following is a method to minimize e-waste? E-waste. E-waste එක අපිට 100% 100% නැති කරන්න අමාරුයි. So but we can minimize minimize the repercussion of the e-waste. How? Reduce, reuse, recycle, burn, bury, break, remove, replace, rebuild. What is the answer?
Reduce and recycle.
Yes, reduce, reuse, and recycle. We call it as what? There is a
The 3R concept.
yeah 3R concept. Very good. 3R. From 3R concept, we can minimize the e-waste, electronic waste. 3R means reduce, reuse, and recycle. What is reduce means? Reduce the use of electronic items. Like how we reduce, right? So when we have keyboard, right, it is working, right? So there is no need to purchase a new, brand new keyboard again or brand new mouse again, right? If we can do our basic things using that keyboard and mouse, so no need to buy the latest one. සමහර අය ඉන්නවා දැන් එනේන අලුත් අලුත් එක purchase කරනවා. හැබැයි තියෙන එක වැඩ නොකරන හින්දා නෙමෙයි. සමහරට අර නේ දැක්කම ආසද දැන් අපි හිතමු when we go to alibaba.com, when we go to Temu, when we go to what? Daras, right? Those kind of websites when we searching some items, because it is perfect and beautiful, we purchase them, right? So but there is no need for that one, right? So by reducing the purchases, reducing the use of electronic items, we can reduce the e-waste, right? So that is reduce. What is the meaning of reuse? Reuse means when our monitor is not working, right? So don't purchase new one. Try to repair that one. Try to repair that and reuse it, right? By repairing it, we can reuse it and we can reduce e-waste. Why? අපි ඒක වැඩ කරන්න නැහැ කියලා අයින් කරා නම් ඒක එහෙමම e-waste එකක් වෙනවා අනිවාර්යෙන්. But if we repair and reuse it, we can reduce e-waste. And finally, recycle. Recycle means we cannot use that is broken. We cannot repair that one, right? So there is no option other than recycling. We can give them to recycling points. So there are some points, recycle points. When there is a computer part, so there are recycle places. We can hand over that equipment to that recycle point, right? So they will recycle those items and they will make another product. Recycle කියන්නේ ඒකයි. තියෙන item එකේ මොන හරි ඒගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍ය දේවල් අරගෙන ඒගොල්ලන් ඒකේ මොන හරි තව product එකක් හදනවා. Right? That is the meaning of recycle. So those kind of ways we can reduce the e-waste. We call it as 3R concept. Very good. Right. ICT has increased efficiency in education only, all fields, agriculture only, banking only. So we know that because of ICT, these all fields have some efficiency. Efficiency කියන්නේ කාර්යක්ෂමයි. Education ගත්තොත් කාර්යක්ෂමයි. ඔයා online ඉගෙන ගන්න මේ කාර්යක්ෂමතාවය වැඩි. Hey, what is the reason? You don't need to go to the class. You don't need to pay for bus fare. Your time is saved, right? So that is very efficient. In agriculture, we can get the use of machineries, ICT related machineries to get the harvest. right? Without harming to the harvest, we can carefully do the harvesting, right? Because of ICT, right? And banking sector, so we can efficient, there is efficiency. Why? So we can do online transaction. We don't need to go to the bank. We can pay online. We can transfer fund online. We can purchase online, right? So therefore, it is very efficient. So therefore, all fields are getting benefited because of this ICT applications. Therefore, all fields, right? A person who plans and maintains database is called. අනයි මම කලින් කතා කරපේතාව. ඒ නිසා උත්තරේ දානවා. A person who plans and maintains database is called database administrator, right? I simply told you what is the kind of database is. අපි ඉස්සරහට අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා ඉහළ පන්තිවලදී what is a database and how to use it, right? How to create a database. Those kind of things we will be learning. So answer is database administrator. The 3R concept stand for, we know that reduce, reuse, recycle, right? Telemedicine is used in e-commerce, e-health, e-learning, e-governance. What is the answer? Telemedicine. What is the answer? E?
E-
Little bit louder.
E-commerce.
E-commerce. What is the term of telemedicine? Right? It's a kind of medicine. Eh? We know medicine. Eh? We know medicine. What is the terms of telemedicine? So because of use of ICT, we can use this telemedicine facility. What is this telemedicine? I will tell you. කොහොමද මේ telemedicine කියලා කියන්නේ? දැන් අපිට අපි හිතමු අපි ගෙදර ඉන්නවා hospital එකට යන්න විදියක් නැහැ. Right? So because of telemedicine, we can consult a doctor online. Right? So we can contact a doctor online. Right? Then we can get some advices what we should do, like that. So because of telemedicine, we can get advices what is the medicine that we should use. Those kind of things we can do because of this telemedicine. Telemedicine කියන්නේ ICT related, ICT involve වෙලා අපි medicine වලට related දෙයක් කරගන්නවා. Advice එකක් වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. It can be advice to our illness. Right? අපි online තමයි ඒක කරන්නේ. Right? We call it as telemedicine. ඒක නිසා ඒක relate වෙන මොනවද? E-health. E-health. Not e-commerce. It is related to e-health. Right? So when we go to the hospital to do the related medicine, there is a no specialist doctor in that hospital, right? Then hospital staff will consult a doctor in another hospital through internet, right? Through the internet, right? Like Zoom, meeting or whatever. The doctor will consult what to do for that patient. Patient මොනවද දෙන්න ඕන? බෙහෙත් කියලා ડોක්ටර්ට පුළුවන් online කියන්නේ. online සම්බන්ධ වෙලා කියන්න පුළුවන් මේ patient මෙන්න මේ medicines ටික දෙන්න. මේ treatments ටික දෙන්න. Right? So doctor is not at the hospital, but the patient can get that medicine through telemedicine. හරිද? ඒ ඇඩ්වයිස් එක ඒ ඉන්න ස්ටාෆ් එක අරගෙන ඒ ડોක්ටර්ගේ ඇඩ්වයිස් එක අනුව ඒ ලෙඩට ට්‍රීට්මන්ට්ස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක අපි කියනවා ටෙලිමෙඩිසින්. right? ඒ නිසා telemedicine is used in e-health, not e-commerce, in e-health. Answer is B. Right? 14. The use of ICT in commerce helps in online shopping, online voting, online teaching, online medicine. Now you know the answer. What is that? The use of ICT in e-commerce, sorry, use of ICT in commerce helps online shopping, online voting, online teaching, online medicine.
Online shopping.
Yes, very good. Online shopping. I told you when we do online transaction, we online purchase something, online pay for something, that is a transaction that belongs to commerce, e-commerce. Therefore, answer is online shopping. Examples of ICT in public service is online tax payment, online classes, online store, online game. An example of ICT in public service. Class.
Payment.
Sorry?
Online tax payment.
Right. Online tax payment, right? So normally, generally, the people of the country is paying tax, right? That's a public service. So we can go for the government website, we can pay tax. That is a public service. So example, ICT public service, online tax payment. Good. That is online tax payment. State three advantages of using ICT in education. Three advantages we have to write. In education, what are the advantages? Right? Mangonalina advantages. In education, can learn, right? We can learn online anywhere at any time, right? අපිට ඕන තැනක ඉඳන් ඕන වෙලාවක ඉගෙන ගැනීමේ හැකියාව තියෙනවා. Right? Because of ICT, we can learn online from anywhere at any time. What are the others? Benefits, three advantages. Can save money and time. Why? Why? So online audio. Now you are connecting with me, connecting with the teacher online, right? How it saves money? So the traveling cost is saved. You have not you don't need to travel for anywhere. ඔයාට කොහෙටවත් යන්න බස් එකේ හරි වාහනේ හරි යන්න අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නැහැ. Right? So they save money and save time as well. So when you want to go to class at 11 a.m., you have to leave the home at least 10 a.m. Why? You have to travel. There is time. But ඔයාට මේ 11 class එක කරා 11ටම ඔයාට join වෙන්න පුළුවන් ගෙදර ඉඳලා. Save time නේ. So in that 1 hour you can do something else. So it will you can do some extra activities like you can play a game, you can listen to music, those kind of things you can do with that 1 hour. ඒක නිසා we can save time and money, right? What else? We can watch the miss lessons, right? So normally we are giving recordings of the videos, right? Recordings of the lessons. Therefore, if you miss the class, you can watch the video and you can learn that one, right? So therefore, you will not miss anything because of this ICT, right? So you can watch, or you can watch past lessons anytime. පාට පරණ lessons උනත් ඕන වෙලාවක ඔයාලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. Therefore, you will not miss anything, right? Because of this ICT. Is there anything else? Right? This is a student point of view, and let's say advantages using ICT in education. The teacher's point of view, it is easy to teach, right? It is easy to teach. Why? So we can use some presentations. We can show some videos. Through that, we can easily teach to the students, right? Teachers can teach easily, right? Why? By showing videos, presentation, etc. Right? So I can show you some videos related to your subject. I can make a presentation and I can present to you. So then you will have a better understanding of the content or subject, right? So the teachers also have benefit of this ICT applications of in education. These kind of things you can write down through this question, right? You can write down if you want. You can write down in your book, right? Anything else you can tell me now? Is there any other points? Also, we can prepare documents easily. Why? So if you want to submit some let's say assignment, so we can prepare very easily using Word documents and using some images, using some right text, right? Can prepare documents for assignments easily, right? So when you are working with word processing software, you can uh, type your document and you can include some images, right? Those kind of things you can do with this help of ICT. So those are some of advantages. There are a lot of advantages, but you can write advantages like this. Can learn online anywhere at any time. Can save money and time. Can watch these lessons. Teachers can teach easily by showing videos, presentations. Can prepare documents assignment easily. Right? Those kind of advantages are there. Distance learning කියලා. We can learn online anywhere at any time. We call it as distance learning. මේකට අපි කියනවා distance learning. Then you are also learning distance. Distance learning is there. Okay. Sorry, Dinara, I saw your message now. I will add that number to the group. Huh? Right? Okay, Ned. Do you need more time?
Finish, sir.
Right. Explain how ICT used in the field of healthcare with examples. Explain how ICT used in field of healthcare with examples. Right? So how ICT used in field of healthcare, right? So one is by computer equipments, doctors can diagnose the uh, illness, right? Doctors can diagnose the illness. Illness with the help of computer equipments. Right? What are the type of computer equipments you can see? So we know that MRI scanner, right? X-ray scanner, and there are a lot of ECG. So those are computer equipments. From those kind of things, doctor can diagnose the illness very well, right? ඒ කියන්නේ රෝගියාගේ අභ්‍යන්තරය ස්කෑන් කරන්න පුළුවන් ඒ වගේ උපකරණ වලින්. ඒවට අපි කියනවා diagnose කරනවා කියලා, right? Doctors can diagnose the illness with the help of computer equipments. So that is a uh, one advantage. Then what? As I said earlier, telemedicine. The patient can get the advices from the doctors by online. So we call it as get the uh, what you call advices, get the medicines from online. We call it as telemedicine. Therefore, one is telemedicine. Telemedicine. ICT healthcare sector එකේ පාවිච්චි කරන විදිය තමයි මේ කියන්නේ. Telemedicine is also there. What else? As I said earlier, patient records can be stored in a database. Why? Why it is important, right? So when you go to the hospital, now hospital or the doctor know very well the past records of you. What was the illnesses that you had, and now what should I do? Then doctor decide what should I do at this moment. ඔන්න ඔයාගේ පාස් රෙකෝඩ්ස් ටික තියෙනවා මේ හොස්පිටල් එකේ ඩේටාබේස් එකේ. ඒතකොට ડોක්ටර් ඔයාගේ පාස් රෙකෝඩ්ස් බලනවා. බලලා ડોક્ટર එතකොට ඔයාට ડોක්ටර් මොකද ඔක්කොම මතක තියාගෙන ඉන්න බෑනේ පේෂන්ට්ලා දහස් ගණක් ડોක්ටර් බලනවනේ. හැබැයි ඔයාගේ ඩේටාබේස් එකේ තියෙනවා ඔයාගේ රෙකෝඩ්ස් ඔක්කොම ඔයාට මොනවද තිබ්බ ලෙඩ. ඔයාට මොනවද දුන්න බෙහෙත්. Right? Those kind of details are there. Right? Therefore, patient details can be stored in the database. Right? So you get the idea and you can write your own words, right? Doesn't matter. ඒකේ අදහස එනවනම් ඇති. Right? Patient details can be stored in the database, computer database. So let's write that computer database in the computer database. The doctor can easily do the related medicine to the particular patient, right? So those kind of applications are there in healthcare sector. The use of ICT equipments or computer equipments, they can diagnose the illness, and through the telemedicine, the patients can be treated, right? And patients' record are stored in the database. Then doctors can easily treat to the patient with the past records, right? ඉස්සර ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක් ළඟට ගියාම දෙනවා පොතක්. දැනුත් තියෙනවා. ඒ පොතේ තියෙනවා ඔයා බෙහෙත් ගත්ත හැම අවස්ථාවකම ડોක්ටර් දීපු ප්‍රෙස්ක්‍රිප්ෂන් නැත්නම් බෙහෙත් දීපු ලිස්ට් එක තියෙනවා. ඒක ડોක්ටර්ට ඒ පොත බැලුවහම පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ තිබ්බ ඔක්කොම හිස්ටරි එක කියවන්න. ඒ වගේම තමයි මේ ඩේටාබේස් එකේ හොස්පිටල් එකේ ඩේටාබේස් එකේ ඔයාගේ past records ඇඩ් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ડોක්ටර්ට කම්පියුටර් එක බැලුව ගමන් පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ past records identify කරගන්න. Right. Okay. What is e-commerce? Give two examples related to Sri Lanka. Simply, what is e-commerce is buy and sell goods online. Buy and sell. We can buy as well we can sell. අපිට online මොනාරි විකුණන්න පුළුවන් අපේ product එකක්. Facebook වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මේ WhatsApp එකේ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකත් online selling එකක්. Right? E-commerce is buy and sell online. Simply that is, we call it as e-commerce. Commercial transactions, when we are doing electronically, we call it as e-commerce. Simply buy and sell online. We call it as e-commerce. Two examples related to Sri Lanka. www Apruka.com. සාමාන්‍ය මේවා දැන් ජෙනරල් නොලෙජ් එකක් විදිහට දැනගෙන ඉන්න එක හොඳයි. www.daras.lk, right? What else? www.lassanaforflora.com. මේ වගේ වෙබ්සයිට්ස් වලින් පුළුවන් අපිට online purchase කරන්න. From Kapruka, Daras, Lassanaforflora, so we can purchase online. So there are a lot of websites in Sri Lanka as well where we can purchase goods, right? So e-commerce means buy and sell online. Simply that. Next one. Define the term digital divide and explain its effect on society. What is digital divide? Digital divide is those who are using ICT and those who are not using ICT, we call it as digital divide, right? Right? Those who are using ICT and those who are not using ICT is called digital divide. And explain its effects to the society. Right? What is the effects to the society? So there is a communication gap, right? And the communication gap is there. Communication gap, right? එතකොට ICT, those who are not using ICT, they cannot communicate with some uh, the world, right? They cannot communicate. There is a gap, and they cannot get the resources, right? What are the resources? They cannot access to the information. They cannot access to the internet. They cannot purchase online. They cannot pay online. So those resources they cannot get, right? ඔන්ලයින් පාස්කම් වලට ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඇක්සස් වෙන්න බෑ. මොකද ඩිජිටල් ඩිවයිඩ් එක නිසා. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ෆැසිලිටිස් නැහැ. So these examples we can write. This is how the society is affected by digital divide. සමාජීය ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා ඇත්තටම දැන් ICT පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැති කට්ටියක් ඉන්නකොට ඒක සමාජීය ප්‍රශ්නයක් මේ වෙනකොට. මොකද without ICT we cannot do nothing in these days. Right. Digital divide means those who are using ICT and those who are not using ICT. Right. If you need to watch this again, I will share this video. Right? What is e-waste? E-waste is discarded electronic items. We call as e-waste, discarded electronic items, or the electronic items we throw away, right? Are called electronic waste, right? Right? Two harmful effects caused by e-waste, right? It causes two cancers. It causes cancers. Cancer හැදෙන්න පුළුවන් electronic waste වලින්, right? And nerve damages. අපේ ස්නායු පද්ධතියට හානිකර වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Nerve damages වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Brain problems වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Brain problems. Brain problems. Breathing problems. අපේ lungs වලට දැන් මේ electronic waste පුච්චනකොට අපි හිතමු මේවා පුච්චනවා කියලා. right? ඒකෙන් එන්න පුළුවන් විෂ සහිත වායු. right? Poisonized air. So when we breathe that poisonized air, so it will lead to some breathing problems. So that air will go through our body. It will go to our lungs. And then after that we will be having this breathing. හුස්ම ගැනීමේ අපහසුතාවය ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Cancers, nerve damages, brain problems, breathing problems. Because of this e-waste. Right. Those are the harmful effects caused by electronic waste. Right. So write short notes on any two job opportunities in ICT. No need to write short notes. What are the job opportunities related to ICT field? Jobs. Software engineer, system analyst, database administrator, computer programmer, and network administrator.
Developer.
Software developer. Yes, those are the job opportunities, right? Software engineer means he's the one who mainly design and do the initial things to make the software. System analyst. So before developing the system, the analyst is the one who analyzes the current system and he suggests what kind of system needs to be applied to that place. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මෙමය. අපි හිතමු ආයතනයකට සිස්ටම් එකක් ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න යනවා. එතකොට ඒ ආයතනයේ තියෙන දැනට පවතින සිස්ටම් එක ස්ටඩි කරන්න ඕනේ, ඇනලයිස් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒ ආයතනට ගැළපෙන සිස්ටම් එකක් හැබැයි හදන්න. ඒ නිසා ඒ පාර්ට් එක තමයි සිස්ටම් ඇනලිස්ට් කරන්නේ. ඩේටාබේස් ඇඩ්මිනිස්ට්‍රේටර් මම කලින් කිව්වා වගේ අපි මේ ඔක්කොම රෙකෝඩ්ස් ස්ටෝර් කරන්නේ ඩේටාබේස් එකේ. ඒ නිසා ඩේටාබේස් එක මැනේජ් කරන්න කවුරු හරි ඉන්න ඕනේ. Right? So that is the purpose of database administrator. Computer programmer. Software engineer කියන විදිහට ඒකේ programming part එක. අපි ගියක් හදනවා නම් bash උන්නේ වගේ තමයි මේ programmer කියන software side එක. bash තමයි ගේ හදන්නේ. ඒතර programmer තමයි මෙන්න මේ coding part එක කරන්නේ. Right? Programmer. Network administrator. අපි දන්නවා networks තියෙනවා. So in a bank, there is a network. There are a lot of computers interconnected, and there are several branches. Right? Those all computers are interconnected, and there are ATM machines here and there. Right? All are interconnected. Right? So what will happen? Something happened to that network. එහෙනම් ඒක ඇඩ්මිනිස්ට්‍රේට් කරන්න කවුරු හරි ස්පෙෂල් පුද්ගලයෙක් ඉන්න ඕනේ. මොකද network එකේ error එකක් ආවොත් ඔක්කොම ඇන හිටිනවා. ඒ නිසා ඒක down වෙන්නේ නැතුව හරි ආකාරයෙන් පවත්වාගෙන යන්න ඕනේ. So that is the responsibility of network administrator. Software developer is like software computer programmer. He is the one who develop the computer software, right? So those job opportunities are there in the IT field. ඔගොල්ලෝ කවදා හරි මේ කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් ICT ඉගෙනගෙන, right? Find e-governance. List three benefits of e-governance to citizens. Give two examples of online government services in Sri Lanka. What is e-governance? Right? E-governance is provide government facilities through online. Simple is that. E-governance කියන්නේ provide government facilities through online. රජයේ සේවාවන් online ලබා දෙන එකටක් කියනවා e-governance කියලා. Provide government facilities through online. List three benefits of e-governance to citizen. මොනවාද benefits? Right? Can get uh, government information online, right? Can get government information online. Pay utility bills online. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට පුළුවන් government site එකට ගිහිල්ලා අපේ water bill එක, current bill එක online pay කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකත් government එකෙන් දෙන service එකක්. Pay utility bills online. Right? And can get gazette information, can get legal information, right? Government website එක අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් gazette කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය පාර්ලිමේන්තුව මොකක් හරි සම්මත කරපු දෙයක් අපිට gazette information එක බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. Legal information ඉතින් legal related අලුතෙන් නීතියක් සම්මත කරනවා නැත්නම් රටේ තියෙන නීතිය ගැන අපිට මේ government website එකේ ගන්න පුළුවන්. E-government හින්දා. Those kind of things we can get from e-governance as a citizen. Those are the benefits. Right? Samples for government services. Pay tax. Right? අපිට ආයෙත් කියන්න පුළුවන් pay utility bills. Right? Government online services. right? Explain the harmful effects of improper e-waste disposal. Describe show can be managed e-waste. මේක අපි discuss කරා ඒ නිසා අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Explain the harmful effects improper e-waste disposal, health issues, ඒ වගේ දේවල් එන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So the same thing we discussed earlier. List any 4 ICT related job roles. Describe main responsibilities we discussed. Right? Explain how ICT education. So this is what we discussed. Therefore, no need to explain it again. Right? Right. So there are remaining one more question. I will discuss it next class, and more questions will be there from the next session. From the beginning of the lessons, I will discuss some questions as well. Right? Okay, students. We'll meet on next week. If you have any questions, can ask. Or we'll meet on next week. Right? Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.